Alright, Sprout Squad, the main question on everybody's mind for Undecember is it going to be pay to win? A lot of these games nowadays will give paid auction houses, paid items in the games, VIP, stuff like that, to give an unfair advantage towards paying players. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what pay to win is, essentially it is buying something that gives you an advantage over someone who cannot buy it. Essentially, you are paying to win the game. Now, as the game will have PvP in it, it'll have guild versus guild content, etc. It's an important question, and I have sort of vaguely answered it, which I'm going to go into in this video. So do us a massive favour, subscribe to the channel and like the video, and we'll get into it.
Made of glass, it seems you're shattering the part of me.
So I've got access to a Q&A session with the developer of Undecember, and there's a lot of questions, and this question about the pay to win does come up, and they basically say that they're not sure how they're going to monetize the game as of yet. Obviously it's a free to play game. Developers want to make money on their games, you know what I mean? They need to make some sort of income to give the community, the players, more content, more updates. Otherwise the game will just, shut down because they can't afford the servers, what have you. So they have said that in no way will they add something that affects the game progress or performance of specific players by way of purchasing. I don't think they're going to add any sort of VIP to the game, which will give you an advantage over other players, and they're not going to add any sort of paid item which will give you a stat boost or extra speed or extra damage or anything like that. Now, that in mind, what I think they'll probably do, this is my assumption, so this is the part of the video where I'll give you my thoughts on it, and I would love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. Now, as you know, if you have been following the game, there's a lot of classes to use, not classes, characters to use as your main character. You've got women, you've got men, you've got whatever. So I think what they'll probably do is they'll have paid areas of the game where you can buy cosmetics. So different skins for the characters, different sort of outfits. So they'll have weapons and armor that look a certain way, and maybe as you get the high, end game content, the full set doesn't give you what you want. You want to mix and match, and you'd end up looking like a ridiculous idiot. Maybe they'll add some sort of full set of cosmetic armor that all matches, and you can look cool while you're battling, or maybe some weapon skins. There's also, if it's going to have guilds and PvP and stuff like that, I'd imagine characters are going to have profiles, so you'll have avatars, avatar frames, banners, and then you get into the guild, you'll have like guild banners and stuff like that. So maybe name changes or guild name changes, stuff like that may cost money. That'll be a nice way to monetize the game. It's not like a substantial one, but it is there. Obviously the cosmetics, and maybe skins for things in the guild as well. That's my personal take on it. I hope they do stick to this and they don't suddenly come to the conclusion, we need to add pay to win elements to sustain the game, because then that'll not sustain the game for that long. It'll eventually just, die out. Anyway guys, I'd love to know your thoughts on what you think will happen in the comments below. You can also jump on my Discord server, there's linked in the description. Do us a massive favour, like the video and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.